It can be a tough subject to talk about, and too often it's placed in the too hard basket. But this is the week to talk about not only dying with dignity, but living as well as possible for as long as possible. It's also the week to say thank you to those extraordinary workers who offer such wonderful care under the most emotional of circumstances.
As a parent, you never want to think of anything bad happening to your child, but when the worst case scenario does happen, it's so important that places that offer palliative care for children are there. They give families love and hope, and I've witnessed the incredible work they do firsthand, giving so much support in someone's hour of need.
But one of the greatest things in Manly is Bear Cottage. Children's hospice that looks after the children and the families who are obviously in incredibly difficult circumstances. Now, this week is a reminder we have to do everything we can to support them. Rio's legacy, an incredible group and family contributing, making a difference and giving back to places like Bear Cottage to ensure that families that have a terminally ill child, well, they have everything they possibly can in terms of their care and support. So it's a really important week. Their work is incredible, and anything you can do to support, well, we really appreciate it.
Supporting children's palliative care is so important. When you're the parent of a child that's dying, you feel so helpless, and the right palliative care empowers you to keep giving your child everything they need through the stages of passing away. And you only get one shot at that, and you need to do it well, and you need to not have regrets, and you need to be able to love with all resources available, and palliative care gives you the ability to do that.
About palliative care, we tend to think about old people dying. But what we forget is that nationwide there's literally hundreds of families with a terminally ill child. Now, you don't really consider this until you come across a family who has a child with a terminal illness and is in need of palliative care. But the Fowlers, the founders of Rio's Legacy, and a charity which I'm fortunate to be a board member of, their little bloke Rio, he was diagnosed with a terminal illness a couple of years ago, and unfortunately the little bloke lost his life. Now, I saw a significant change in those people when they went from a hospital to a palliative care service, Bear Cottage over in Manly.
Let's work together to bring the resources and the support that these young adults and children and their families suffering with terminally ill diseases so desperately need to walk through these end-of-life journeys with dignity and love they deserve.
A charity set up in memory of young Rio Fowler is dedicated to ensure that palliative care is available to children and their families. Rio's Legacy is actively giving back to the community.
How do you talk about the loss of a child? The loss of your daughter, the loss of a son. As a parent, you see them born and you smile and you think about their life and all the things you're going to be able to do with them, and watching their journey, and to know that gets cut short is unbearable. And that's why we're championing, because as it says, palliative care is more than you think, and they gave me back my son, even though for a little bit, they gave us back that, and we were able to be a family again, and I'm forever grateful for that, and that's why our mission is to see more of these places. So